We will begin in 1 moment. Give me 1 moment. I'm gonna make sure that this is streaming correctly. And I can share on the page. Turn those off. Oh my goodness gracious. Off. All right, let me get those live notifications. I don't even want that on my computer anyways. Sorry, bear with me 1 moment. There we go. All right. Feel like we're doing pretty good. Get in here. We will get started. Tonight we're going to talk about how to choose pure essential oils. This is essentially you with the Swopes Wellness Series. Oh, there we go, there we go. All right. Let's get going here. Hello, hello, hello. A little bit about me. My name is Kelly Swope. I am a mom to 2 beautiful kiddos, 1 boy and 1 girl. I like to take pictures, eat Italian food, and thrift store shop. I am a wellness advocate. My passion is empowering people to take control of their own health and wellness and learn about how to use natural solutions for optimal functioning. And that's me. That is my face right there in front of you. So, tonight we are going to discuss a couple of things. These 4 questions. So let's answer some common questions. When it comes to buying essential oils, there is a lot to consider. Price, ease of use. So is it easy to use? Your personal preferences and needs, etc. However, when it comes to deciding what type of essential oils to buy, one of the most important things to consider is purity. Pure essential oils will generally be safer and more effective, which means that your money will be well spent. So, in this presentation, we're going to take a look at some common questions about essential oil purity and learn how to ensure that you are using pure essential oils with your family. So, those questions right there, are all essential oils the same? Why is it important to use pure essential oils? How do you know if an essential oil is pure? And why choose doTERRA? So, one question is, aren't they all created equal? I mean, they do come from plants, don't they? If you ever use essential oils, you might be wondering this. The honest answer unfortunately is no. The quality and efficiency of an essential oil will depend heavily on the production process and dozens of little details throughout an oil's delicate journey from plant to bottle. Even seamlessly, tiny factors like the type of soil used to grow the plants or the time of day that the plants are harvested can drastically impact the quality of an essential oil because all of these elements impact the oil's chemistry. Most essential oil producers will have their own methods and processes for producing essential oils. But the important thing to remember is that cutting corners during any phase of the oil production will always result in lower quality oil. Not all essential oil producers take the time and care necessary to produce high quality essential oils. But the difference is clear from both the resulting aroma and the efficiency of the oil when you use it. So you will be able to spot that purity when using it. Does it really matter if I use pure essential oils or not? It turns out when it comes to using essential oils, purity is possibly the most important attribute. When essential oil isn't pure, it has the potential to expose the body to germs, adulterants, or other undesirable things that like heavy metals. If an essential oil contains contaminants, it can lead to unwanted effects like irritation and even sickness. Along with shielding the body from adverse effects, using essential oils also allows you to yield the maximum benefit that the oil has to offer. If an essential oil is pure and free from contaminants, it will be safe to use when the appropriate application methods are observed and will provide the user with the desired benefits. Not only do pure essential oils give you peace of mind that your body will be protected from unwanted additives, but you will also find the oils to be more effective and useful. Do, 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 do. So, how do I know if an essential oil is pure? How do I know if an essential oil is pure? So, I decided which oil I'm going to go with, but how do I know it's pure? By education and research. Once you've decided that you only want to use pure essential oils, how do you know if indeed to you the ones you intend to use are in fact pure? Unfortunately, there is not an accepted standard or regulatory body that ensures essential oil quality. And essential oil companies must regulate themselves when it comes to producing pure, safe oils. As mentioned, each essential oil company will have their own processes for producing essential oils and ensuring safety. So it is up to the company to make sure that the proper measures are taken to create pure essential oils. While skipping important quality control steps during the production process might save money or time, it will result in the impure and lower quality oils in the end. In order to decide whether or not the essential oils you are using are pure, you will need to do a little research about the essential oil company you're buying for. Responsible essential oil companies will provide information about their testing measures, any processes that they use to protect the potency and purity of an essential oil before it is approved for final consumer use. So, like I said, how do you know if this oil is pure? By doing education and research. And this is exactly what I did when I chose to use doTERRA. And I'm going to share with you some of the education and research that I have found made the deciding factor when using doTERRA. doTERRA is sourced to you. You and your family deserve only the most pure, potent, and effective oils on earth. doTERRA takes great pride in sourcing them to you. So it's called the doTERRA difference. We're going to talk about CPTG and source to you. We're going to talk about the CPT quality testing. The purity of an essential oil is the most important characteristic. Like we discussed, an essential oil that is impure means you run the risk of putting germs and heavy metals into your body. Without an accepted standard for essential oil quality, doTERRA created its own testing process. Like going back to the other slide where it's on the company because there is no regulatory body when it comes to essential oils. It's up to the company to create their own testing process. doTERRA has called this CPTG certified pure therapeutic grade, and this is trademarked only to doTERRA. The CPTG process certifies that there are no added fillers, synthetic ingredients, or harmful contaminants in their essential oils that would reduce efficiency. doTERRA even goes a step further, putting all their products in packaging through a battery of tests to ensure a long and effective shelf life. This protocol ensures potency, purity, and consistency batch to batch. They also know that transparency is important, especially when it comes to testing for purity. You are able to see the certain GC-MS test results of any doTERRA single oil bottled after 2016. You're going to visit the site Source to You, and there will be able to input your quality ID found on the bottom of the bottle to get a PDF of the test results. Before you purchase and use an essential oil, do some of your own research to see what kind of testing methods the company uses to ensure purity. By educating yourself, you'll be able to protect your family by only using potent, effective, and pure essential oils. Let's go further into this CPT process. But let's talk about before this process begins. Proper methods of growing, harvesting, and distilling are also crucial to maintaining purity. Pure production practices and the development of synthetic essential oil variations suggest that it is impossible to accurately identify a pure essential oil without synthetic analysis. The market is so flooded with synthetic essential oils that sometimes it is hard to accurately identify a pure essential oil without scientific analysis. Appropriate analysis of the constituents within essential oil is one of the most challenging and detailed aspects of quality assurance. Knowing which of the many different species of a given plant will provide the most profound therapeutic health benefits is the first step in producing the highest quality essential oil. Relying on the expertise of botanists, chemists, and well practitioners, botanical materials are carefully selected for their natural concentrations of active aromatic compounds. Nurturing plants is the most favorable environment, and carefully harvesting and transporting plant material for processing ensures an optimal yield of pure and potent essential oils. Spanning the continents of the globe, doTERRA's exclusive network of growers and harvesters are experts in cultivating plants specific to this essential oil industry. So proper methods of growing, harvesting, and distilling are crucial to maintaining purity. So let's get into more science about that CPTG process. I want to show you how intricate, how making one bottle from an orange to getting that bottle of wild orange, how involved it is and how much doTERRA has put into their process to make sure that we get certified pure therapeutic grade. The CPTG testing begins immediately after distillation, which each oil for its chemical composition. A second round of testing is carried out at our production facility, which I'm going to show you in a little bit with a video, to ensure that what was distilled and tested is the same essential oil as was received. So you have the raw material, it's harvested and distilled, or for example, oranges, the rind is cold pressed to get the essential oil out. And then the initial testing. And then once it gets to doTERRA warehouse, there's a second testing that is done. And then a third review of the chemistry of the oil is conducted in three-phase procedure as the oils are packaged into bottles we use as consumers. Each of these tests confirms the essential oil is free of contaminants and unexpected alterations during production. Because per se, you get that pure essential oil and you put it in a barrel, a drum. You need to test it again when you take it out of that drum because what if something happened during it's sitting in that drum. So that's why there's initial testing, secondary testing, and a final testing before it's even put in that bottle. So the CPTG certified pure therapeutic grade quality protocol includes a lot of tests, and you'll see those down at the bottom. And most importantly, there is a heavy metal testing at here it is. Heavy metal testing. Heavy metal testing shows the amount of heavy metal content in essential oil. When properly distilled, essential oils should not contain heavy metals. So the ICP-MS testing uses a high energy medium called ICP to ionize the sample. The sample is then run through a mass spectroscope, which separates the sample into elemental parts and provides a reading about which elements are present, and at what quality. So I just want to show you this process. I've never shown this process before. I always talk about certified pure therapeutic grade, but you're like, oh, that's great. What does that entail? It entails this testing, multiple different types of testing, heavy metal testing, provides all that. You get it from the source all the way to that wild bottle of wild orange. Right. So I promised that I would show you the essential oil quality control. This is a look into doTERRA's quality control warehouse to see what happens to essential oils from the time that they reach the warehouse to the time that they are ready to be sold. I'm going to unplug my microphone so you don't get double sound. Give me one moment. All right. So that was just a look into the quality control of doTERRA essential oils. Now you're saying that's all great, but everything you said has doTERRA written all over it. What about an outside perspective? A person, entity that does not have anything to benefit from saying doTERRA is pure and potent, and great for your family to use and safe. Well, I'm so glad that you asked that because last month, before a crowd of 30,000 attendees gathered at the doTERRA annual global convention in Salt Lake City, two doctors got before them to share recent findings from a study of essential oils conducted by the Roseman University researchers. Down there is the source of the article I'm going to be discussing and paraphrasing. If you want to read the whole article, it is there at the bottom. The doctors' names are Dr. Tim Lee and Jeffrey Talbot of the College of Pharmacy. And what is believed to be the first of kind deep dive into the system's biological approach to assessing the effects and quality of essential oils. An interdisciplinary team of Roseman University researchers have observed a constant phenomenon they have come to call the oil effect. Here we go. So let's go into more of that. So they came for the convention and they spoke in front of everyone. And according to Dr. Talbot, over the past 2 years, independently and unbeknownst to doTERRA did not know they were doing this. The Roseman team purchased doTERRA essential oils and began testing them in research models, including their investigating metabolism, oral health, and antioxidant properties of oils. In sharing the results, Dr. Talbot says, we found that each of the doTERRA oils had quantifiable and reproducible biological activity. To our surprise, however, was that when we could not replicate this biological effects by breaking down the oil and administering its purified constituents. In a sense, we tried to synthetically build identical essential oils with no success. So doTERRA oils cannot be replicated synthetically. They were not able to replicate these essential oils. Set apart from the crowd. Pure, potent oils. At the doTERRA annual meeting, Dr. Lee and Talbot shared that the findings from the molecular profiling of essential oils confirmed that doTERRA potently induced their therapeutically relevant signaling pathways in cell growth and rejuvenation, metabolic health, and healthy inflammatory responses. These profiling studies further confirmed that the effects of doTERRA essential oils were not replicated by a single major component, and essential oils from different competitors had minimal effects. And essential oils from different competitors had minimal effects. Dr. Lee's data suggests that human cells know the difference between a naturally sourced oil and adulterated or synthetically constructed oil, and that this difference can be detected using the cell's own physiology, said Dr. Talbot. In a sense, Dr. Lee's methodology and approach represent a biochemical lie detector test. Basically, they're saying that the test that he put against doTERRA and other competitors was a biochemical lie detector test. When using breaking down doTERRA oils, they have found that they weren't able to synthetically reproduce them. They showed potency in signaling pathways in cell growth and rejuvenation, metabolic health, and healthy inflammatory responses. And essential oils from different competitors have minimal effects. This is amazing, y'all. This is amazing. So if you don't believe me throwing around all that doTERRA and all that name on it, here is a researchers who wanted to break down essential oils basically to see how they tick, and found that doTERRA oils are the best in the market, are pure, potent essential oils. So, in conclusion, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Action is power. It doesn't do any good to empower yourself with knowledge if you're not going to use that knowledge. Take action to improve yourself with the knowledge you have. Improve the lives of those around you. What good is knowledge if you don't use it? Don't sit on those gold nuggets. Put them into action. Knowledge is power. I'm going to leave you with that. I implore you to take everything I said and research on your own. Question it. Message me or comment below. Question it. Knowledge is power. The only way we're going to learn is we're going to ask. But me, knowing how wonderful doTERRA oils have been to my family. I'm not going to sit on that golden nugget. I am going to put in action. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to prove myself with the knowledge that I have about doTERRA essential oils. I want to improve the lives of those around me with doTERRA essential oils. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that this was beneficial to you and you have a great Thursday night. Thank you so much. Sincerely, you with the Swopes, Kelly Swope, signing off.